Now let's take a look at the lessons in each of these modules. And first, beginner's level of this high performance programmer series. For module 1, we have lesson about what is software architecture and its importance, and then compare the architecture with design and implementations, role and responsibilities of software architect, key responsibilities of software architect, and the role of technical and soft skill for the architect. The value of software architecture in projects. In this lesson, architectures, how architecture impacts all the quality attributes, and how the architecture addresses functional and non-functional requirements. So lesson 1.1, define software architecture. What is a software architecture? It's the organization of a system, and it describes how the components interact, how the data flow happens, and also the architecture is all about non-functional requirements like performance, security, and scalability. Software architecture is important. Why? So it's a guidance to the software team, like a blueprint, and it improves quality attributes like scalability and maintainability and other LETs. It mitigates risk before it becomes a costly affair, and it aligns with business goals, giving return on investment. What is software architecture and what is design? There is difference. And architecture is an overall structure, like a product is monolithic, distributed, or microservice based. And design is a details with components like and their algorithm and data structure used in it. About what is good and bad software architecture. A good architecture supports long-term goals, and a bad architecture is like produces spaghetti code, hard to manage, hard to modify. And role and responsibilities of software architect. What is the role of an architect? The architect is like a bridge between technical team and the business stakeholders. And an architect is responsible for making decisions that matters, critical decisions. Also, a system architect ensures that systems architecture aligns with both technical requirements and organizational goals. Key responsibilities of software architect is defining architecture, how the system is a high level structure of the system, how it will work, and the architect ensures alignment with business goals. Architect makes critical decisions like what tools, platforms, and frameworks will be used. And its architect's role is to balance functional and non-functional requirements. Non-functional requirements are performance, security, scalability, maintainability, reliability, and all other quality attributes. And the functional is what the system will do. And also provide technical leadership, mentoring the development team. Identify and mitigate risk, before it becomes a costly matter. And architects also need to have soft skill along with technical skills. Among technical skills, knowing which programming language to use, framework, design patterns, and architectural styles. And soft skills are about communicating with stakeholders and negotiate trade-offs with them and making critical decisions. And the architect's role in software development team is like a technical guardian. And it bridges gap between developers and non-technical stakeholders. In a sense, an architect is a visionary, decision maker, and a mentor who ensures the system is efficient, scalable, and aligned with business objectives. So imagine you see an orchestra, music orchestra, where there is a conductor and there are different instrument players. In the world of software, this is the analogy if you take, architect is like a conductor, and all other teams are playing music in sync so that end result is beautiful. And these teams are like developers, testers, UI designers, business analysts, and other designers, and DevOps, release team, and there are many more. And this is the excerpts from a book published by Software Engineering Institute in Carnegie Mellon University in Pittsburgh, where architect, you see in this picture, the architect is at the bottom holding the weight of all the things about the product and responsible for all the teams, development team, marketing team, end users, maintenance and maintenance organization, customer. And everybody has their different needs, low cost, neat features, modifiability, performance, security, usability, and timely delivery. And these are the functions of a software architect. Now, let's see what are the values we get from software architecture. Scalability and performance. A system must handle varying needs of user demands, and a robust architecture ensures the system can scale effectively. And it helps improving maintainability of the product. Projects evolve over time. New requirements come, technology changes, and constraint emerges. So is maintainability possible for those scenarios? Without it, the developers faces challenges that cannot modify the code to get the new functionality into the product. Addressing non-functionality requirements is one of the key value proposition for the architecture. And in this, functional requirements are like features, what the function of the product. And then non-functional requirements are the quality attributes. Those are not the function of the product, but they are underlying qualities of the software that helps build security, reliability, usability, testability, maintainability, performance, available 24/7. And that's how we achieve qualities using architecture of the software. And it also aligns technical solutions with business goals. It bridges gaps between technical implementation and business strategy. Reducing risk. Good architecture mitigates risk before it arrives, and it prevents technical debt, which means over time, years later, are there code that is just not useful, but still you cannot take that out, and that works like a technical debt. It takes memory, it takes processing power without processing cycle without adding any value. That's a debt.